In today's video, I want to show you a really fun quilt block that comes together quick. I am only using 1.5 inch strips. This little square has been called, or the block is called Blooming in the Desert Quilt Block. I did not have a pattern, but I will show you how I put it together. It comes together really easy. So come along with me and let me show you how to put this together. You can use 3 different colors, but I always like to add a little white. I think it is so pretty that way, but either way looks great. So you want to take and cut 1.5 inch strips from all 3 colors. Also, I just want to quickly mention that I do have another channel that I'm trying to come up with some of the family favorites and some other recipes. So I hope you'll join me there. For my white, I need a bunch of 1.5 inch squares, so I'm just going to cut up a pile here. Depending on how big you make the quilt will depend on how many you need. I am just showing how to do the one block today. To do each corner of the quilt block, you're going to need one 1.5 inch square block. For the one that I'm making, I'm going to make all 4 corners the same, but you could mix it up if you were going to do that for like a large quilt. So what I'm going to do is I want to make 2 of these just to kind of show you the chain piecing the way I would do it. You start out by putting these 2 together, sewing 1/4 inch. Once you get that done, you could finger press this, and I want to show that it's important to push the seam to the other side. Always press to the dark side, that way you can't see the color through the white. Because I'm doing 2 blocks, I'm going to need 2 whites put together. Just like this, and then I'll need another one just like that to go with each block that I've already made. And now I'm just going to join these 2 together. This part, I like to point out in every video that I make one of these, it's so important to line your seams up just like this. They will lock together. If you look at how you just push it in there, you can see how they lock together. If you do that, your points will always come out good. Once I get to this point, I do like to take that over to the ironing board and just give it a good press. That way I can get ready to apply the next strip. And then I'll just take it over to the cutting mat real quick, line up the lines right there, and just kind of anything that sticks out, you just want to get rid of any little pieces, just like that, little edge or something. And that is what I'm looking for right there. That is the beginning of the block. And now I will head over to the sewing machine and get ready to add the next strip. Now I'm just going to add the next color on, just like this, 1/4 inch all the way down on both blocks. I also want to point out I didn't show that, but what I did was I held up the strip that I needed and the length. I did not measure it. I just made sure it would fit, just like this. I will show that here in a second. The main thing is just making sure it covers that whole side. We can always trim it down. And just like that, that's how easy this one is. And then we're going to get ready and put the next strip on. You're going to use the same color for the other side. I won't show every time that I press, but just know that after every time that I sew these, I do come over and press them. I was going to sew the other strip on, but I just wanted to show you this real quick to finish off this row. We're going to put a little 1.5 inch square there and sew right down there like that. That's going to make that nice little edge that we want. And just like that, it is done. Now we'll just trim off that little excess. I always pull it back first to make sure it does cover the whole thing, because if it doesn't, you could take it off and redo it. Just like that. And now I'll do the other side after I iron it. These can get a little wonky, so I just take them over here. It's a quick fix. Just trim it up. Here's how I measure this for this entire block. I just guess about where it is. I know there's instructions out there somewhere that give you exact measurements. I don't have them, and I just looked at the block and I could figure out how to make it. I thought, I'm just going to do it this way. It works great. You do have to trim a little on the edge once in a while. So just go ahead and do this just like this on this side. Because I'm doing it this way, I always make it just a little bit longer. I feel like that's a safety net. If something, if you ever had a pattern where you put the piece on, but it was just a little short or something happened, doing it the way I'm doing it right now is a little wasteful, but you always have a perfect block. And then you just keep repeating the process back and forth, changing colors every other one, and I will show you how I do that. Sometimes I don't take it to the cutting mat. I just use my scissors, whichever way works best for you. Now we're going to do the other corner just like we did the other one, only this time we're going to do it the opposite direction. And we're going to go right from this point to that point and sew both of those down. This is where you could actually just make this block really big. You could just keep doing this and make one great big huge. You decide how big it is, which is so much fun. And so I'm just going to keep repeating this process. I'm going to speed it up a little bit so it goes faster. And that's just how easy it is to make each corner for this quilt block. You need 4 of them for each quilt block, and now I will put the block together. There are a couple ways you could do this. You could put it just like this and then put white in the middle. You could also put them together and have that be the finished quilt block right there, which is really nice. I like that as well. You could take that little burgundy piece, and I'm doing it the same way. I'm sure there's perfect measurements out there on how to do this accurately. But if you don't have the measurements, this is just another way to do it. If you've watched other videos that I've made, any scrap pieces that I have go into a pile and I use them in other quilts. This was such a fun quilt block to make. You could turn this into so many different things. This is 12 by 12 is the measurement of this block. So it would go, the quilt would come together really fast. You could turn it into pillows. There's so many things you can do with this quilt block. At the end of this video, I'm going to put up 2 of my other videos if you'd like to click on them. And I hope you will hit the like button and consider subscribing. And I want to thank you so much for watching.